Udah live. Anak-anak udah live. Dah.
Hello.
Mute. Sorry, I was mute.
Hello.
Hello. So actually, the YouTube is already live.
Mute. Sorry, I was mute. Hello.
Hello. So actually, the YouTube is already live.
Sorry, I was mute. Hello.
Hey everyone. Are we live? Are we good to start? Thanks, Natalia. Are we good to start? Okay, perfect. Let's do that then. I'm gonna lower the volume here. Okay. All right. I think this is the one for the This is the external.
Kok joinnya pakai
All right, I'm going to start by sharing my screen. Can someone confirm if they can see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen, Ajay.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get started. Selamat sore, everyone. This is Ajay from the Mountain View office. Thanks for your time. I know it's late, so thanks for being accommodating. This is the follow-up to the previous session that we had. We had a pitch session 2 weeks ago. And today we're going to do what we call internally train the trainer session. Di session ini kita akan diskusi 2 slide decks, yaitu yang pertama organizer deck, the one I have up on my screen. So you're going to be delivering your study jam soon, maybe minggu depan atau bulan depan. So organizer deck ini and linknya di bawah sini ya. My guess is mungkin Laura udah kirim email ya, and mungkin beberapa dari kalian udah lihat juga ini organizer deck. The organizer deck is like the name suggests untuk organize Cloud Study Jam event. Jadi mulai dari registrasi event, mau kasih berapa orang attendance, who are the helpers, co-facilitators. Terus kalau hari event itu kalau ada questions, ada technical issues, dapat technical support dari mana. Jadi semua detail itu ada dalam organizer deck ini. So we will spend time going through this deck in the first 20 minutes or so. Terus deck kedua, nanti ada linknya di dalam organizer deck ya, towards the end, adalah deck attendee slides. Jadi pas hari yang study jam itu, attendee slides is the slide deck that you as an organizer will present on screen. If you have a projector, great. If you don't, it's fine. And peserta-peserta kalian juga akan dapat public link itu. Jadi bukan deck yang ini, bukan organizer deck ya. Ada satu lagi deck, namanya attendee slides, nanti ada linknya saya kasih tahu. Itu untuk hari yang Cloud Study Jam eventnya, ya. And itu deck khusus untuk, well, the Cloud Study Jam is all about completing these 4 labs that we've been talking about since our first session. And so deck yang kedua itu, yang attendee slides deck, akan cover each of the labs. Ada diskusinya, like what the lab is about. What are you going to do in that lab? All that good stuff is in the attendee slide. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, the organizer deck, because it's pretty straightforward. So let's run through it. If you have questions, I'm more than happy to take them. All right. So this is a bit of repetition. What is a study jam? Yeah, it's an in-person event. Ya, jadi ada presenter. Jadi dari kalian as leads, as co-leads, co-facilitators akan register event kalian. Terus on that day itself, you will be there in person and deliver the Cloud Study Jam event, yeah? And the event itself is basically a combination of 4 labs, right? So why do we run a Cloud Study Jam? Well, we've discussed the benefits, right? Peserta-peserta kalian mungkin interested in Google Cloud Platform, mereka mau coba different things like machine learning, Kubernetes, compute engine. In general, biasanya, mereka harus pergi ke cloud website, terus pakai credit card, harus register account. So all that is not necessary. Kalau pakai Cloud Study Jam, nggak perlu registrasi lagi, nggak perlu pakai credit card. Jadi everything is free. And the best part is you get to earn cloud badges as well that you can show off on your LinkedIn. So you can get some practice on clouds on cloud platform without having to register, without having to put down your credit card. And the value is really a $55 value because we added up like how much each of the 4 labs would cost. So that's basically roughly like a in terms of like how much credit you stand to gain. All right. So the lab, it's the event itself. Jadi it's based on 4 labs ya. Kita akan diskusi 4 lab yang ini. Terus sesudah 4 lab itu ada satu lagi special topic. Nah ini tergantung leadnya. Leadnya kalau mau bikin container labs, that's one option. Ada satu lagi lab yang ke arah data engineering, machine learning, itu ada choice juga. Nah lab yang ini, this is outside of the 4 labs. Terus lab yang ini, peserta nggak harus nggak harus buat ya. Jadi this is like a special topic. Jadi the lead will go through the lab. He will cover up the lab, but the attendees are not required to do it. If they want to follow along, that's great. Tapi kalau mau nonton aja, just look at the lead do it. That's fine too, ya. And at the end of the session, ideally, in an ideal world, semua peserta datang on time, nggak ada issues network, terus all the 4 labs will be completed. Nah, in that kind of scenario, tiap peserta yang udah complete 4 labs itu bakal dapat badge, ya. And you can see the badge inside Quick Labs. Kalau let's say, in the past we've done pilot, ada issues, misalnya ada technical issues, nggak bisa masuk ke website, atau networknya down untuk setengah jam, so you lose time, and for some reason some people don't finish the 4 labs. It's okay, right? We've talked about this many times. Mulai dari hari yang event itu, tiap peserta dapat 30 hari untuk complete mereka punya 4 labs. And not only that, outside of the 4 labs, mereka juga bisa buat labs yang lain, ya. Nanti pas demo saya kasih tahu ada beberapa labs gitu yang of interest, but in general there's 230 plus labs. So, you guys can choose whatever you want, yeah. Whatever topic is of interest to you. All right, so how do we organize a Cloud Study Jam, right? Obviously, there has to be some work before the event, like, cari tempat yang bagus, yang networknya bagus. Misalnya kalian mau invite 50 orang, 50 peserta. Jadi make sure, jadi event venue-nya bisa accommodate 50 orang, ya. And networknya bagus gitu. Karena it's all online, right? Through Quick Labs, it's a website and all the work you do is online. Jadi kalau nggak ada network, it's gonna be difficult. Yeah, and before event, of course, you have to register your event. Nanti saya kasih tahu register eventnya di mana, and also promote your event. Jadi misalnya ada website kayak Dicoding or whatever, meetup.com, whatever website you use to promote your previous events, use the same website to generate interest. Sesudah itu, the actual event. Ya, this is the day of the event. Eventnya 4 jam, ya. And you do the 4 labs, you do the special topic. We talked about it already. And hopefully, if everybody finishes, each of them will get a badge. Nah, sesudah hari event, again, please remind your attendees, ya. Ingetin aja peserta semua, mereka ada 30 hari untuk coba-coba labs yang lain. Semuanya gratis, nggak pakai bayar, nggak pakai credit card. Jadi they can just try whatever they want, from Kubernetes to machine learning to Dialogflow, creating a chatbot, all that good stuff. Mereka bisa coba anything they want. Yeah, it's all free. And typically, what we see, what is very characteristic of a successful Cloud Study Jam event, kalau leads and co-facilitators keep in touch dengan peserta-peserta. Mungkin mereka ada issues untuk akses lagi ke Quick Labs atau apa. So keep in touch one way or another, because you will have their details, you will have their emails. So try to keep in touch with them. Remind them maybe 1 week after the event that they have 30 days. If they have not completed their 4 labs, itu paling minimum, ya. 4 labs itu minimum. Mereka harus ngabisin untuk dapat badge-nya, ya. Kalau nggak bakal dapat badge. Jadi 4 labs is the minimum. Tapi outside of that, kalau mau bikin 30 lab, mau bikin 100 labs, it's up to them, ya. They have 30 days after the event. Ini kayak model checklist, ya. Jadi untuk make sure kalian udah prepare untuk semua items di sini, ya, sebelum event dan sesudah event. Sebelum event, obviously, you have to register for the event, ya. When you register, bakal dapat event URL. Nah, pas hari event itu, kalian akan pakai URL ini, kalian punya peserta bakal pakai URL ini untuk masuk ke Quick Labs. Itu event URL paling penting karena itu dia yang kasih 30 hari akses untuk gratis, ya. Jadi you don't have to pay, but you have to use that URL. Like I said, promote your event, Meetup, Dicoding, whatever site, find a place, physical place, ya. Misalnya kayak, I don't know, like a training room, wherever you can find, maybe on your university venue or wherever you typically run your events in the past. Kalau ada mailing list, even better. The facilitator hangout is this one. What we are doing today, that's the facilitator hangout, yeah. And this has to be changed. Ini udah ganti ke 4 jam, ya. Jadi this is a bit outdated, so this has to be 4 hours. and then send a pre-event message. Saya ada contohnya ini untuk pre-event message. Nanti saya kasih tahu. Dan sesudah event ya, udah day of event, mereka udah datang, udah buat labs. After the event, share the slides, enter the attendees, encourage them online. Jadi ingetin aja mereka ada 30 hari ya. And there's a survey that you guys need to do and celebrate, right? Each person gets a badge, so that's a great thing. All right, this is the URL, ya. Nggak perlu diingetin, nggak perlu note, karena kalian udah pasti dapat link dalam email untuk organizer deck ini ya. I'm just gonna go all the way up. This is the organizer deck, public facing, ya. Kalian udah pasti dapat email juga. Kalau belum, nanti I can work with Laura to send out an email. And this is the link for you to register your Cloud Study Jam. It's a Google form. It's very simple, right? Untuk developer student clubs, nah kalian kan developer student clubs, kalian pakai format ini. Jadi EDUDSC, terus nama university, terus nama kalian. Ya ada hyphen di tengah, ya. Jadi note the format, ya. Ini you guys can ignore this, ya. Nggak perlu lihat yang ini. Ini untuk grup yang lain, ya. Untuk kalian DSC pakai yang ini, EDUDSC hyphen nama universitas, terus hyphen nama kalian, ya, nama leadnya. Jadi misalnya ada satu orang ya, lead gitu dari kalian, mau deliver a study jam, and terus dari tim kalian ada 3 co-leads, ya, co-facilitator. Jangan semuanya registrasi ya. Nanti dalam registrasi form ini ada bagian ya untuk masukin nama-nama co-facilitators. Jadi satu orang yang register. Karena tiap form ini bakal create event, bakal create URL untuk event. Jadi kalau berempat gitu, masukin event yang sama, nanti jadi confusion, ya. Jadi tiap event, yang satu event, ada satu entry pakai form ini. Jadi tolong yang lead-nya aja, yang registrasi pakai form ini. Oke, sesudah registrasi, tiap lead dan co-leads-nya bakal dapat Quick Labs codes. Nah, Quick Labs codes itu untuk practice hands-on labs-nya. Kan pas hari event itu kan kalian akan cover itu 4 labs. Nah, jadi ini codes, Quick Lab codes untuk kalian bisa practice hands-on labs. Jadi pas hari yang event itu kalian udah pintar sekali, udah very well familiar with the labs. You can handle the steps, you know the questions that are gonna come, so all that good stuff. Yeah. Every registration event that you register ada unique URL, linknya unik ya. Makanya saya bilang tadi barusan jangan berempat register untuk satu event ya. Jadi only the leads yang will run that event register. Nama-nama co-leads bisa masuk dalam form itu langsung. Alright. For anything event related, misalnya kalian belum dapat link dalam email atau belum dapat practice codes untuk Quick Labs atau pas hari event juga, the one email that you want to remember is right here. Okay? Kalau perlu technical support, kalau misalnya for whatever reason kalian udah planning, okay, kita register misalnya hari ini, ya, tanggal berapa nih hari ini ya? 11 Feb for me ya, 11 Feb. Misalnya event kalian tanggal 1 Maret. Terus for whatever reason ya, venue-nya nggak jadi ya, networknya nggak bagus, kalian mau ganti tanggal. Nah, itu paling penting ya. Harus contact support at Quick Labs, kasih nama kalian, terus masukin ini data. Ya, nama eventnya, terus tanggal eventnya, original event date, original URL. Jadi mereka bisa bantu ya untuk ganti event ke tanggal lain, ke venue lain, whatever it is, ya. So if it's a different venue but same day, it doesn't matter. Karena the registration form, we don't need that specific detail of exactly where you're gonna do the event, but the date and time is important. Oke, jadi kalau dari 1 Maret ganti ke 10 Maret itu kita harus contact support, karena itu URL akan aktif cuma untuk hari itu. Kalau nggak dipakai hari itu, kalian punya account nggak bakal dapat 30 hari free access. Jadi kalau misalnya hari eventnya ganti, kalian harus langsung contact support at Quick Labs, tell them that your event date has changed, give them this detail, and they will help you out from there. Okay, registration methods. let's see, for attendees, we talked about this. Please promote your event on whatever website you typically use. Yeah. And then the email, the information you want to get from them is right here. Right. This is just some ideas. Right. If you don't get to collect all, it's not the end of the world, but this is the minimum that we would recommend you to collect data-data dari mereka yang peserta yang mau ikutan Cloud Study Jam event. Yeah. This last one, it depends, right? Kalau for the event, if you are providing food, then you will get this detail. If you're not providing food, then you will not get that detail. Yeah, I mean, because it's not relevant. Yeah. All right. So when you find the venue, like I said, most important is the internet connection. Make sure you have that. Power outlets, of course, right? Chairs and tables, that's obvious. Kalau ada projector lebih bagus. Kalau nggak ada, nggak masalah, karena nanti kalian ada link ke slide decks untuk attendee slide decks, and attendee pun bakal ada same link. Jadi mereka bisa ikutin kalian punya presentation pakai laptop mereka atau komputer mereka. Tapi kalau ada projector lebih bagus. Kalau nggak ada, ya, like I said, it's not the end of the world. Yeah. All right. So promote your event. We talked a little about this already. So I'm going to skip this one. Just make sure you get enough, like the number of people you were thinking for your event. This is just a simple sample agenda, ya. Dari jam 9 sampai jam 1. Kalau kalian mau mulai jam 1 siang boleh, mau mulai jam 5 sore boleh. It's up to you, right? It's your event. So the timing is typically this. Dari mulai, ya, 2 jam 40 menit yang pertama kita spend untuk 4 labs, ya. Terus 1 jam 20 menit yang terakhir kita spend untuk special topic dan untuk discussion, ya. Nah, ini this is not a rule, right? This is just an estimate, ya. Kira-kira gitu. Mungkin 2 jam gini untuk 4 labs, terus 1 jam untuk gitu. Jadi kalau misalnya kalian perlu lebih dari 2,5 jam untuk the first 4 labs, it's okay, right? I mean, this is just a sample agenda. Here is more detail, right? This is based on pilot yang kita carry out in Q4 last year. Yeah, based on the timing of the pilot attendees, this is what we have. But again, like I said, it's really up to you, like how you gonna. But like I said, yang paling penting at least 4 lab ini kita cover, ya. Jangan sampai try your best to cover all the 4 labs in the session. Kalau ada beberapa peserta yang mereka run out of time, nggak bisa complete, it's okay, they have 30 days. But sebanyaknya mungkin, sebisanya mungkin, try to cover the 4 labs at least. All right. There's like a mailing list, so if you use that, that's great. So use that. Sorry, right here. If you have any questions about Study Jam, there's like a link here, or you can reach out to Laura, reach out to me with your specific questions. More than happy to help. But like I said, the most important email for you guys is right here. So if there's anything related to changes to your event, please contact support. And feel free to CC me also in the email if you want. All right. There's a facilitator mailing list. There's also office hours for Quick Labs. Yeah. So you'll find all the details through these links. So if you want, you can join that. That'll get you more ideas on like how to run a Cloud Study Jam. But that's like more general purpose. All right. Together as a team, right? So set up the online channel. So we talked about that. It's also important to keep in touch with them after, right? And we have a hashtag right here, Cloud Study Jam 19. So if attendees are posting anything on Facebook or whatever, remind them to use this hashtag. Tadi kita diskusi ini dikit, ya. After you register your event, tiap lead and tiap co-lead akan dapat kode-kode Quick Labs, ya. Kode-kode Quick Labs itu untuk apa? Untuk kalian masuk ke Quick Labs untuk practice all the 4 labs, ya. Inilah 4 labs-nya. Terus kalau kalian mau practice the special topic juga bisa, ya. Kalau perlu lebih dari 5 codes, it's fine. You can again contact support at Quick Labs. You can contact me as well, and we'll give you more access codes for Quick Labs. All right, there's a pre-event message. So this is ini contoh aja ya. So kalian kalau mau pakai messaging kalian sendiri boleh ya, it's up to you. Ini cuma contoh aja. Jadi sebelum event ya, cuma untuk ingetin kalian punya peserta ya, jam berapa, tanggal berapa, bawa laptop, bawa charger. Jadi biar mereka udah all prepared for the event, and once they come in, you are good to start with the event. The event organizer slides, which is basically what we're using for, is basically all about how to organize your events. Tapi pas hari yang event itu, ya, ini dia linknya, ya, bit.ly/edu. Ini adalah slides untuk attendees, ya. And hari event kalian juga pakai slide deck ini, ya, untuk cover the 4 labs. So we're gonna go into that right now in just a few more slides. Okay, so I'm gonna load this up right now. Okay, go into present mode. Minimize this a little. All right, so that's your attendee slide deck, but tunggu dulu ya, before we get there. So on the day of the event, you will run using this slide deck and share the Quick Labs code. So basically that's the URL. Hari event itu kalian akan pakai URL, there's a special link. Kalian akan kasih tiap attendee itu link yang sama. Mereka akan masuk Quick Labs pakai account mereka. Kalau mereka nggak ada account Quick Labs, they can register for free. Nah, tapi harus pakai link itu khusus. Kalau nggak pakai link, mereka nggak dapat 30 hari access for free, ya. Jadi it's very important they use that URL, right? And then we talked about it. Share the photos, get them to share photos on online social media. Do the wrap up. Make sure that all of them have completed the 4 labs. Yeah, that's the minimum. But let's like I said, if 1 or 2 of the attendees don't finish, it's okay. Remind them that they can go home and finish it up. That's the only way they can get the badge. And then keep the conversation going, right? I mean, these are your attendees. Maybe tell them about all the other labs in the catalog. If they want to attend a future session, that's an option too. All right, so if you need assistance, again, anytime, just email support@quicklabs.com. That's the most important tidbit here for support. After the event, again, you can send out the same link so that people don't forget. Inilah mereka punya slide deck, ya, the attendee slide, and remind them, complete the 4 labs so they can get their badge and they have 30 days access. Ini yang paling penting, ya. Nah, pas kalian register di Quick Labs, ya, sebagai lead atau co-lead atau even attendee kalian, peserta kalian, pas mereka create account di Quick Lab, di registration form itu ada checkbox ini nih. Opt in to emails from Quick Labs. Ini penting. Ini kenapa penting nih? Nah, misalnya dalam 30 hari yang pertama itu, mereka bukan aja complete 4 lab, mereka complete 7 labs. Nah, itu kan jadi satu quest. Nanti saya jelasin lagi quest itu apa ya. Dalam tiap quest itu biasanya ada 7 lab atau 8 lab. Jadi mereka motivated, mereka buat 7 atau 8 lab, mereka kan complete satu quest dalam 30 hari yang pertama. Nah, untuk peserta yang kayak gitu, mereka akan dapat 30 hari ekstra. Jadi total 60 hari. Ya. Tapi untuk Quick Labs bisa kasih 30 hari ekstra. Nah, mereka harus cek ini checkbox di mereka punya profile di Quick Labs, ya. Kalau nggak, Quick Labs nggak bisa kirim mereka email, ya. Jadi ini paling penting. Jadi sebelum hari yang event itu, kalian harus ingetin semua peserta kalau mereka mau dapat extra days after they complete the quest. Please make sure they can check this button. Later, I will show you on Quick Labs website how to go about doing that. All right. Enter the count on Meetup. I think you've done this before in the past for your previous events. Encourage your attendees online. Like I said, send an email after the event. Tell them that they have 30 days to do more labs. And then this is the organizer survey, only for the organizers, right? Right here. And then celebrate, right? That's the end of your session. But, like I said, keep the conversation going with your attendees. There is some FAQ. So I will let you take your time to read through this. I'm not going to cover every question, but the most important one right here, support at Quick Labs. We talked about that a lot. And there's one more question. Right. So can I share the Quick Labs link? So we prefer you don't share with people outside the event. So make sure they are the ones that are attending in person. Mereka harus dalam classroom di venue ya, in person. Jangan online, jangan over hangout. Let's not do that, because the Cloud Study Jam is designed to be in person. So they take out time, they attend your session, they listen to you, they follow, do the labs with you. That's the whole point of the Cloud Study Jam event. Yeah. Because I got 1 or 2 questions in the last 2 weeks. So this should clarify any such doubts. Okay, so I'm gonna pause here for a bit to check in if there's any questions so far. I'm gonna stop sharing for now. Okay, so thank you, Laura. You've posted all the questions here. I'm gonna start reading the questions one by one. What is the advantage of getting a badge on Quick Lab? So that's a good question. So that's an additional benefit. The main benefit is obviously you get to do all the labs for free, right? Typically, you have to go onto Google Cloud Platform, you set up your project, set up your account, and you have to put your credit card. And after the first $300 limit, I think in the US it's $300, I'm not sure in other parts of the world, but there's a limit. So sudah itu limit udah habis, then they will start using your credit card. And so the main benefit of Cloud Study Jam is you get to learn Google Cloud Platform for free, right? The badge is an additional thing. So you can show it off on LinkedIn profile, for example, right? So a lot of people like to collect badges, like when they complete a quest of labs, or when they get like, for example, the Google Cloud Data Engineer certification. So if you get certification, you get completion of labs or completion of course on Coursera, you get some badges. And so the main benefit here is bragging rights, right? You can attach that to your LinkedIn profile. And the steps are there on your Quick Labs profile, how to go about doing that. So thanks for the question. What happened when attendee quota to access Quick Labs has poor internet connection? So like I said, internet connection is tricky, right? I mean, you cannot control it, yeah. Kita nggak bisa control internet connection. Kapan bagus, kapan enggak. So as a lead, what you can do is make sure that you can access the venue maybe 1 or 2 days before, right? Let's say you're doing it in a classroom in your university. Just go to the classroom, make sure the Wi-Fi is good or the LAN connection is good. That's all we can do, right? I mean, you try your best. Makanya the way the Cloud Study Jam is designed is if the let's say for example misalnya ya, pas hari event kalian itu total mati ya, nggak ada internet sama sekali. Well, it's okay because you have the slides hopefully, and if there's a projector, you can just go through the slides and explain to them what each lab is about. Nah, ini kan contoh yang ekstrim ya, misalnya ya. Jadi total nggak ada internet sama sekali. But even then too, you can still cover the slides, right? And they have 30 days access. So mereka bisa pulang ke rumah sesudah itu, pas dalam hari itu on the day itself, they can use the URL for the event and they can start their 30-day free access, right? But of course, that's an extreme example, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Kalau it happens pun juga, I think the best thing would be to just reschedule, yeah. But sometimes ada beberapa orang yang misalnya laptopnya nggak ada battery atau nggak ada internet connection, it's fine because they have 30 days access to go back home and do their labs over the next 30 days. Other benefits as part of the Cloud Study Jam promotion to attract more attendees. So the one other benefit is the one I mentioned just now. If the attendee completes a quest, so later I'll show you what's a quest. So there's labs on Quick Labs and also a quest. A quest is nothing but a bundle of labs, ya. Misalnya ada 7 labs atau ada 10 labs dalam quest itu. If they complete a quest, they get another 30 days of access, right? So total 60 days of access for them to do all the GCP labs they want. So that's the additional benefit. Can attendees get the same free course? So the Coursera course is only for your team, for the organizers, for the leads and the co-leads, for your core team and for yourselves. The Coursera course is for you to prepare just in case there's questions from the attendees which is about GCP, but not from the labs. Kan Cloud Study Jam kan cuma cover itu 4 labs aja ya. Tapi misalnya ada beberapa peserta yang lebih motivated, mereka ada pertanyaan tentang konsep lain dalam GCP. Nah, that's why we gave you the course so that you can learn a bit more about GCP, the basics, the fundamentals. So right now, we think like the course is not really an important thing for the attendees because it's too much content, right? Because some attendees are familiar with cloud, some attendees are very new, so it's going to be very overwhelming. Mereka akan terlalu banyak kontennya, yeah. So for now, we're not giving out the Coursera course, but let's see how it goes. This has come up before, so it's like an item of discussion within our team. We can always revisit that in the future. I've registered with the form and got a unique code. Could you please show a demo on how to redeem? Okay, so that's going to be a bit tricky for me because when you so I think there's two things here, right? Let me explain this better. Pas kalian register, misalnya kalian register hari ini untuk event kalian, ya, eventnya misalnya tanggal 1 Maret, ya, kalian register hari ini. Nah, sesudah registrasi, kalian akan dapat email dengan Quick Labs codes, ya. Itu codes cuma untuk kalian, ya. Itu untuk kalian practice itu 4 labs and anything else that you want to try out. So it's just for you guys. Now, in the email, you will also get a URL, an event URL. Nah, event URL itu unik untuk event kalian. Jadi misalnya Harry and Jacob, ya, dua separate leads, they register for their own events. Harry will get a unique URL and Jacob will get a unique URL, right? So the URL is unique and it will only work on the day of your event. Jadi misalnya kalian register hari ini, dapat email besok dengan URL nggak bakal aktif besok atau besok lusa, ya, atau minggu depan, nggak mungkin. Itu URL aktif cuma tanggal 1 Maret. Misalnya event kalian tanggal 1 Maret or whatever day you register your event to be, right? So on the day of the event, you and your attendees will use that URL. So what you do is tell them, open a browser and start with the URL, okay? What I can do is try to do a video so that I can demo and I can share it with you in future. But right now, I don't have that and I don't have an event registered. So my apologies, I won't be able to demo that. But trust me, it's very simple. You'll get a URL, and when you open the browser on the day of the event, you need to start with the URL. You don't go to Quick Labs directly, you start with that URL. Okay? Okay. So if there's any other questions, keep them coming in this window here, in the chat window. But in the meantime, I'm going to switch to the attendee slides, and that's where I'll do the demo. Maybe I should open so give me a minute here. Let me go into Quick Labs. All right, and then let me share my screen. Okay, so this other slide deck, and the URL is here, is the slide deck you will use on the day of event. Yeah, so the day where you're running your Cloud Study Jam. And this is public facing. So for your attendees, you also give them this URL. The attendees need to have this slide deck. Yeah. Oh, before I continue, can everybody see my slides on screen? Just want to make sure it's showing. Can someone confirm, please? Can you see? Okay, great. Thank you, Danny. All right. So right here. Awesome. So how to use these slides? Well, like I said, you know, these are the attendee slides. So the 4 labs will be covered in this slide. If you have a projector, you can flash up these slides on the projector. If you don't, it's fine. Just give your attendees the URL. They should be able to follow. All right. So what is the Cloud Study Jam? So you know what the Cloud Study Jam is. but your attendees, peserta kalian mungkin belum tahu what is a Cloud Study Jam. You will send them that event message, the pre-event message we talk about, over email untuk jelasin, but it's always good to start with, what the Study Jam is, what's the format, right? So you kind of talk a little bit about it. The main benefit is basically they get to do Google Cloud Platform labs for free. They get to practice GCP, they get to do some basic labs, and then they have 30-day access to do any other lab they want, right? About the Cloud Study Jam, so like I said, the first 2 hours, you want to spend time using this slide deck, this one right here, this slide deck that we're doing right here, to talk about the 4 labs, and then do the labs with them. So you will do lab number 1, you will flash up the slides, and then do the lab number 2, and then do the lab, okay? And if you, we also recommend you take like a group photo at the end of it, share with the hashtag Cloud Study Jam. I think there was a Cloud Study Jam 19 earlier. So use that hashtag. And then in the end, you can also talk about the special topic. And at home, remember, you can ask them to complete the quest. So right now, let me switch to so this is quicklabs.com. This is where you will go, right? And then I'm going to sign in right here. Okay, so the quest that we want to do, the 4 labs are in this quest. For me, it pops up here. For you, if it doesn't show up there, it's okay. No problem at all. You go into catalog and look for GCP Essentials. Paling pertama, right here. So click on that. Okay. Kita udah ngomongin terus 4 lab. Nah, itu 4 lab yang mana ya? Nah, ini yang pertama, creating a virtual machine. And then kalau ada beberapa peserta yang pakai Windows, they have the Windows option too. Lab kedua, getting started with Cloud Shell and G-Cloud. Lab ketiga, provision services. Lab keempat, creating persistent disk. Nah, tapi notice ya, selain 4 lab ini, ada beberapa lab lagi sini. 1, 2, 3. Nah, untuk event Cloud Study Jam, kita cuma mau bikin 4 lab ini. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yang ini. Nah, ini intro. Kalau misalnya dalam kelas kalian ada beberapa orang yang completely new to Google Cloud Platform, nah, kita bisa spend sedikit time untuk pakai lab ini. This is a tour of quick labs at the Google. Ini very basic sekali. Tentang how to navigate in GCP console, very basic stuff. Okay, but it's not part of the Study Jam. So be smart about how to time your session. Don't spend too much time on this because that's not part of the Study Jam. This is just an intro lab for those who are very new to GCP. Okay, so the 4 labs we want to focus are right here. Where's the list there? I think it was over here. Just want to show it up one more time, so we don't. There we go. These are the 4 labs. Okay, and it's already there in the quest. Now, why did I show you on the site? Because selain 4 lab yang ini, dalam quest, kan questnya namanya GCP Essentials. Ada 3 lab lagi. 1, 2, 3 sini. Nah, sesudah event, misalnya peserta kalian udah finish all the 4 labs, mereka udah dapat badge, udah seneng, mereka pulang. Sesudah pulang kan masih ada 30 hari kan untuk akses quick labs. Nah, mereka kalau mau, mereka bisa complete yang ini, dan yang ini, 3 labs lagi. Mereka punya on time, jadi di rumah atau di mana sesudah event Kalau mereka complete semua lab dalam quest ini, mereka akan dapat additional 30 days. 30 hari extra untuk try out all the labs. Nah, this is the catalog right here, sorry. Take a look at all the labs we have here. There's like many labs here. So many labs. If you, let's say, want to do Kubernetes, you just put Kubernetes. All the labs that talk about Kubernetes are right here. If you want to do machine learning, There, machine learning. There's more than 230 labs in this catalog. But for our Cloud Study Gem, we don't want to focus on anything else. We want to focus here. So for your event, we're just going to do these 4 labs. After the event, like I said, keep in touch with your attendees. They can do whatever lab they want because they have 30 days access. And after the event, if they complete these 4 in the event and they complete the remaining 3, they get another 30-day access. So in total, 60 days. Yeah. So that's the one thing that in the pilot, a lot of people did not know. So that's why I've been repeating it so that you guys remember. And please remind your attendees as well. Okay. So we were here. Let's continue. So I'm going to now cover each lab one by one. The first lab is about creating a virtual machine, right? So before I start the lab, notice on the left-hand side, I don't have a username. I don't have a password for my GCP console. It's okay. So when I click on here, Start Lab, it will start the lab for me. And you will notice that the left-hand side now has a username, has a password, has a GCP project, right? And the timer has started, okay? So we're going to let it run, no problem. I'm going to quickly talk about what this lab is about. This lab is about creating a virtual machine, right? Let's say you need a Linux machine in the cloud. How do you do it? So that's what this lab is about, right? And so when you create a virtual machine, obviously it's running in one of Google's data centers, right? So you get the option of choosing the region, the zone, like in which region, in the US West region, in the US East region, where do you want to set up the virtual machine? And what's the zone? Within each region, we have multiple zones. So zone A, zone B, this is basically like the physical location of your machine. Yeah. So earlier I mentioned when you sign up your Quick Labs account, you will need to check a checkbox. So that's right here. Right? Remind your attendees if they do not check the checkbox, they will not get the notification for the additional 30 days. Does that make sense? Ya, sekali lagi, kalau peserta kalian mau dapat 30 days extra sesudah complete satu quest, nah mereka harus check box ini ya pas mereka create mereka punya account di Quick Labs. Kalau mereka nggak check ini, Quick Labs nggak dapat permission untuk kirim email ke email mereka. Jadi this is important. So remind them. Where you can find this is when you register for Quick Labs, of course. And let's say you've already done this, you can go there by going into your profile. I think, let me go back here, right here. You can click on that and then go look at your profile and check the checkbox. But in the interest of time, I'm going to go back to the lab. All right. And then troubleshooting, we talked about Quick Labs, support at Quick Labs already. Let's start, yeah. So we've covered this slides already during our pitch deck, yeah. I think 2 minggu lalu kita dah cover ini. So it's the same thing that you want to talk to your attendees about Google Cloud, yeah. So if you have any questions, let me know offline. But these are the same slides from our session 2 weeks ago. So kalau kalian nggak pasti mau pakai kata-kata yang mana untuk discuss these slides, just look at the recording, the video from 2 weeks ago, and you should get the talking points. But don't spend too much time. This is just introducing to them cloud in general. Yeah. So I'm going to very quickly go through this because we already talked about it 2 weeks ago. Cloud in general, it's infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, and then we talk about each of them. Yeah. The example here is like a virtual machine, right? You get a virtual machine and you can install whatever you want. The example here is App Engine. It comes installed with stuff like Python, Java, and then you just start focusing on writing your code. And the example here is email or Google Photos. It's a software as a service and it works, right? So these are some examples of the 3 pillars. And this is an example of overall, right? Whether you talk about data, atau logic, atau integrate with other Google services, Google Cloud Platform has a lot of offerings for you to kind of mix and match, create a mesh of services to create your offering there. So we've covered all that in the session 2 weeks ago. Look at the video if you need more talking points. I want to focus this session on the labs. But remember, when you deliver your Cloud Study Jam session, you want to cover these slides because your attendees may not know about cloud. So this is our intro slides for cloud, and this is why we wanted you to take a look at the Coursera course, because Coursera has a very good introduction on Google Cloud Platform. Okay, so you can use these slides, and you can use whatever you learn from the recording and whatever you learn from the course to talk about cloud in general and Google Cloud Platform right here. Okay, so I'm going to start getting into the labs. The first thing is the project. So let me go here. Oops, right here. This is the GCP project. So I'm going to click on this and go into the GCP console. What email do I use? Very simple. I copy from here. Kita paste di sini. And then the password is from here. Now, one thing important here is setiap lab ada unique username and password. So only when you start the lab you will get it. So don't use the username and password from this lab to do another lab. Each lab is separate. Okay. So remember to start the lab when you do that new lab. So when you log in, ini cuma terms of service. So we just accept it. Karena account ini is a temporary account. So sudah labnya udah habis waktu, the account will be gone. Which is why it's also important to finish your lab dalam jangka waktu ini. Kalau waktunya udah habis, semua resources-nya hilang, ya. Jadi jangan sampai terlalu pelan bikin labnya, karena labnya itself is very short. And then we can just skip this. Now, where you get redirected, inilah yang kita namain Google Cloud Platform Console. Yeah, one more checkbox to agree, and then we are in, right? So notice this is the project, the Google Cloud Platform project. Okay, so this is the same project here, right? So what is the project, right? Now, dalam Google Cloud Platform, everything you need to do has to have a project, right? You can create one project, you can create many projects. Nah, project untuk nge-track billing, atau kalau mau ada permission untuk beberapa orang, misalnya there's a group of people using the same project, and untuk enable and disable APIs and services. Everything is controlled within the project. Jadi misalnya kalian kalau mau bikin dua aplikasi, ya, satu application is a mobile game, another application is a misalnya kayak Gojek, ya, it's a food ordering service, ya, kan itu dua aplikasi beda-beda. Bisa dalam project yang sama, bisa dalam project yang beda-beda. Kalau karakteristiknya beda-beda, ciri-cirinya beda-beda, you can manage it any way you want, yeah. But each project is unique, and there's a billing required for each project. There's APIs connected to it. But for Cloud Study Jam, you don't have to worry about billing because it's all free, right? It's an educational tool, so you don't have to worry about billing. But this is just for people to know what is a project, right? If you get asked in your class, right? So there's also identity and access management, right? Wrong window. There we go. Identity and access management. Ini untuk atur quotas, kalau mau aktifin service accounts, kalau mau identify beberapa orang, permissionsnya apa, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Kalau mau pakai roles, mau pakai labels, all that good stuff. Now, for now, we're not going to talk about it. There are separate labs that talk about that. So the way to go back to the main navigation menu is very easy. Just go back here, go home. You're on the main page, right? Compute engine. Nah, ini dia yang lab yang pertama, ya. This is our first lab right here. Compute engine, virtual instance, right? So what is a compute engine virtual machine? Like I said, it's a Linux or Windows machine in the cloud. Right? So you don't need to buy a physical machine. You can set up a virtual machine. You get the networking, you get the hard disks, you get the cores, the RAM, all that good stuff, right? And it's very fast, right? So here's telling you where to go, but we already did that already. Let me show you again, right? If we go back here, Go back to catalog. Right, this is quest number 23. There we go, quest number 23, which is the link here, right? Or you can just directly go from the catalog, right? And then click on the first lab here, which I've already done and I've already started. Yeah. All right. Okay. Nah, lab pertama objektifnya apa? We want to create a virtual machine and try out a command line, right? And we also deploy a web server. So let's see how we can do that, right? So that's, I think, second lab. There we go. Okay, that's the first lab here. Let me make sure this is second lab. Yeah. So these are the instructions, and right here you have the same instructions here, more detail. Okay. So go into overview. It'll tell you lab ini, what's the purpose of this lab, and then how to do the setup. The same objectives here. How to do the setup, right? So the first thing is you need to click the start button. Kita udah buat ya, barusan kita udah click start button. It will get populated right here. So up to this point we are done. The next point, open the Cloud Console. We've done that already. Barusan saya udah klik yang ini, kita buka window yang ini. Udah masukin username password ya, terus udah accept semua terms and condition. We've done all that, and that's the home console, right? So now the next step is activate Google Cloud Shell. So click on this button right here. Ta-da, right here, and then start Cloud Shell. And Cloud Shell is right here, right? It's a virtual machine. It's already a virtual machine, which is part of your project. So you don't need to set up. Every project comes with a virtual machine that is part of your project. It has 5 GB of space for you to do some Linux type commands, right? So let's take a look at that. There we go. That's my Cloud Shell. I'm gonna show it to you right here, and then we go back here. After you start your Cloud Shell, you want to run some commands. So I'm gonna copy this command, gcloud auth list. Let's take a look. I'm gonna paste it here, and then let's take a look at. I'm gonna make this bigger right here. Okay, this tells me the name of the user logged in right now, which is this guy right here. There we go. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, so there's many gcloud commands, and you will learn it along the course of the labs, right? I keep switching back here. So the next step is we're gonna run this guy right here. These are just some command line commands to show me if I'm in the right account or the right project. Right? This is the project, and again, you can confirm that's the same project right here. Yeah, it's the same name. All right. What else is there? Okay, right now we want to create a compute engine. So this is the steps. I'm going to show you the steps. Click on, okay, let me do this. Click on compute, click on VM instances, click create right here, and then these are the entries. Call it GCE lab, whatever is region and zone that's recommended here. Now, when you do your lab, you can follow this, or you can follow your own region and zone. Machine type di sini, and then standard stuff here. Check the allow. Okay, so I'm going to do that right here. I'm going to follow right here. So that's compute engine, VM instances. Yeah, persis kayak di instruksinya. I'm going to lower this here. Click on create. And then tadi namanya GCE lab. Jadi saya ikutin aja GCE lab. Yeah, this is standard. I can change it if I want or leave it like that. Yeah, for example, I can change it to Singapore if I want. That's fine too. Okay, and then this is standard. This is standard. Semuanya sama ya. Tadi katanya 10 gig ya. Right here it was 10 gig. So I leave it as it is. And then check allow HTTP protocol right here. Allow HTTP protocol. So I'm going to do that and then create. Okay, take a look. In a few minutes, I will have my own virtual machine. And this is just some additional documentation on compute engine, how you can use it, all that good stuff. So while this sets up, I'm going to continue. And next step, kita mau SSH ke machine yang ini. Yeah. So this is still your first lab. Okay. So we're going to SSH into that machine. So how do we do it? We have to wait a bit. Oh, I think it's done. That's the SSH. So I'm going to click on SSH. Hopefully you're still able to see my window here. It popped up a new window. So while that's setting up, I'm going to go back here. Once I'm SSH in, I have to run the command to become the root user. All right. Okay, sudo in already. That's the next step, to run some update command. This is going to update some of the software that I need for me to install what? Install the Nginx server. That's what we want to do here. I want to install Nginx web server on my virtual machine, right? So I'm going to do this, copy this. It's pretty straightforward. Everything is mostly copy paste. But what you want to know is what each step is doing, because your students will ask you that. Your attendees will ask you that. So, you know, just make sure udah spend waktu, try out the lab, you know, understand each step. Okay, Nginx is there. Now the way I can confirm is right here. Okay. So run that command. And as you can see, the Nginx server udah up and running. Yeah, it's running as a process. So that's all good. And back here, let's go to the Cloud Console external IP link. Okay, so you can actually click on the external IP to go to the Nginx, right? You can try that as well. There we go. Okay, so that's the external IP. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on that. There we go. Ya, ini juga konfirmasi that you know your Nginx is already installed properly right here. Okay. And you can click on this to check your progress. Ini juga penting. As you do the lab and as your attendees do the lab, make sure that the score is going up, or they can ask to check their progress. Okay. So this will keep checking for my progress, and if something is wrong, it will not give me the score. Yeah, because I haven't finished yet, so it's not going to give me a score. The next step is to create a Compute Engine instance. Ini back in Cloud Shell. Yeah, don't forget, this is back in the Cloud Shell. So I'm gonna go back here, ta-da, in the Cloud Shell, and run that other command. What are you doing here? Okay, this is the same thing. Yeah, you're creating a new virtual machine, but using the command line. Tadi kan pakai interface-nya ya. Dari sini kan kita klik ini, klik itu. Nah, ini pakai command line. Ya, nama virtual machine-nya GCE Lab 2, ada zone-nya, yang lain semuanya default. Nah, dalam beberapa menit kita bisa lihat nanti GCE Lab 2 bakal muncul di sini. Ya. And again, this was all command line. Yang tadi contoh pertama pakai interface. All right, so while that completes, let's see what else we need to do. You're just running some commands to test out, right? And that's quite straightforward. Instance created, run to see all the defaults. There we go. We can SSH from here. See if the Compute Engine, there we go. Okay. Nah, GCE Lab 2 kita nggak pakai interface, pakai command line. Nah, tadi kan kita SSH pakai gini. Nah, sekarang kita SSH command line ya. That's the command, and then tada. Okay. So again, one more example of doing it command line. Jadi ada dua contoh, mau pakai command line boleh, mau pakai interface boleh, yeah. So that's basically all there is to this lab. There's some test questions, and that's it. The lab is done, right? So at different steps, you can ask it to keep checking your work. Check my progress. For some reason, it's not registering, but it should take a while. After which it will get me my score. The following ways. Okay, that's just a test question. So now we're done with all there is in this lab. Okay, so that's lab number 1. I'm going to pause here and stop sharing first of all and look at some questions. Okay, there's no questions so far. So I'm going to continue and quickly wrap up the other. Please bear with me for a few more minutes. I know we're a little bit over time, but let me share back my screen. So that was lab number 1. Lab number 2 is about Cloud Shell and G-Cloud. So we saw a little bit of that. Lab yang ketiga tentang Cloud Launcher. Jadi misalnya tadi kan kita install Nginx ya, agak complicated gitu ya, ada beberapa stepsnya. Nah, selain itu Google udah ada beberapa pre-packaged solutions. Jadi misalnya kalau kalian perlu virtual machine yang ada MongoDB, daripada kita build from scratch a new virtual machine, terus update pakai MongoDB software, udah ada beberapa package yang udah ada MongoDB, yang udah ada Cassandra, ya, ada beberapa macam deh, ya, ada banyak macam. Jadi lab ketiga itu tentang itu, Cloud Launcher, ya. So let me show you that very quickly. So I'm going to end lab here. Cancel that. Okay. Lab ketiga tentang, this is lab number 3. There we go. Ya, provision services with GCP Marketplace. Ya, tadi kan kita belajar Nginx pakai install sendiri. Nah, ini pakai Nginx yang udah dalam package ya dari GCP Marketplace. So lab ketiga tentang itu, dan lab yang terakhir tentang persistent disk. Ya, jadi misalnya kalian perlu storage yang always up and running, nggak ada downtime atau apa. Nah, lab yang keempat diskusi tentang persistent disk, how do we set it up, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's lab number 3, and then lab number 4, create an instance with the persistent disk. Kenapa? Karena kapan-kapan we need to store data yang harus, it has to be up and running all the time, right? Even though the instance is gone. And so, we want to make sure that we can set that up. Okay, itulah lab yang dalam Cloud Study Jam, yang 4 lab yang penting. After that, you have a special topic to do. So this is the name of the lab, Rent a VM or Introduction to Docker. Yeah, the way to reach there is very easy. In your catalog, you just type the name, Rent a VM, right? And let's see if it shows up. There we go, Rent a VM. Kalau kalian mau buat, kalau mau special topicnya tentang machine learning. Kalau mau yang Kubernetes, let's type Docker. There's Introduction to Docker. That's the lab. Okay. So again, that's the special topic. It's up to you. You choose whatever you want. Again, the attendees don't have to do it. They just have to follow. They just have to watch your demo. So think of it as a demo. So you have to do it, but the attendees don't have to do it. They just have to do the first 4 labs. Yeah. And this is just some additional slides. Kalau pilih lab yang pertama, these are the slides. Ya, what is big data challenges. Ya, kalau pilih lab kedua, ada beberapa slides juga untuk help out explain the concept. Ya. All right, that's the end. There's some additional resources if you want to take a look at. Just some additional cloud stuff. And again, this is the quest you want to do to share your badge. Tell fellow attendees that, they have to finish the 4 labs. There's 30 days. And then when they go home, they can find out more labs from the catalog. And we saw that. That's my last slide. Let's open up for questions now. Let's see. Okay, looks like there's no questions. Laura, can you confirm?
Yes, there's no question, Ajay.
Okay, great. I'm gonna hang out here for another 1 minute just in case someone is still typing out their question. But in the meantime, let me thank all of you for your time. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any other questions, please reach out to me and Laura and Danny over email. We'll be more than happy to help you. But yeah, thank you for staying up so late. I know it's midnight, already past midnight. So yeah, thanks for your attendance. Did you want to add anything else, Laura?
No, thanks a lot, Ajay. Can you wait for 5 minutes because there's a little delay in the YouTube live link?
Okay, sure. Yeah, no worries. I'll stick around for a bit.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Udahan aja. I think we can close now, Ajay. Thank you very much for your time. And
Yeah, no worries.
thank
Thanks to
you.
the team for staying up so late. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And thank you for the leads and facilitators who stayed all night. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to any of us. And we have ID DSD WhatsApp group, so you can also post that question in our group. So thanks a lot, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Laura. Thanks, Danny. Thanks, Natalia.
Bye.
Thank you, Ajay.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Telat.